to the BFTAA and More Show. I'm your host, Louis George Walker, and I'm coming to you today from the broadcast studios of KUAW Radio. Rushing around trying to get a few things done for tomorrow, and I've got to do some changes in what I've got already lined up for today. But we're going to continue with the show. We're glad that we're here. This is the Black Family Technology Awareness Association in partnership with the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center. And we come together and form this radio station, Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom. We call it KUAW. And it's about trying to give information to the community. We like to try and build things up, and we want to make it where our youth and our families are able to enjoy some of the technological advances and changes in lifestyle that come along with being into the STEM fields. We try to get you involved in STEM to appreciate it. You may not want to work in it, but science, technology, engineering, mathematics, STEM is something that's a part of our lives day in and day out. I don't care what you're doing, what occupation you're in, there's some technology being used somewhere in the food chain. So we need to be up on that. We need to be learning more and more about it. And we also have to do some work in our communities. So we're trying to bring things into the community to help young people, to help families. I was talking to a lady today. It was very interesting, and we're ready to do more and better things right here in Kansas City, and you can definitely be a part of it. So this is the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, BFTAA, and more, and I want to let you know in a little bit about how you can get involved, not just in supporting us financially, which we do appreciate everyone that does, but in getting involved personally with the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. So we're going to do, had a couple of things that didn't quite set up right for the, what we usually show you from NASA. So we're going to do it a little different way. We'll see what we can bring in, when we can bring it in. I'm going to try and give you this week at NASA in just a second. Let me see if I've got that built into a place where it can go, because I tell you, I was wrestling, and they had trouble with their video that they sent or that they posted, and it only ran for about 5 seconds, and it stopped. And I thought, oh, no. So I went on YouTube, though, and I found that the same piece is there. So let's see if we can give you what's happening this week in NASA.
Covering the total lunar eclipse on Earth and from space, a few of the stories to tell you about this week at NASA. On May 19th, Boeing's CST-100 Starliner spacecraft launched from Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida on Orbital Flight Test 2, or OFT-2. The mission is the Starliner's second uncrewed flight to the station for our Commercial Crew program. On May 17th, NASA released a draft set of high-level objectives identifying 50 points that fall under 4 overarching categories of exploration for future Artemis missions to return astronauts to the Moon in preparation for human exploration of Mars. The agency is asking U.S. industry, academia, international communities, and other stakeholders to provide input on these deep space exploration objectives. Learn more at nasa.gov/moon to Mars. The latest episode of our NASA Science Live was all about the total lunar eclipse on the evening of May 15th overnight into May 16th. It featured NASA experts and live views of the eclipse from around the world. Meanwhile, our Lucy spacecraft captured the imagery of the eclipse seen in this time lapse when the traveling spacecraft was about 64 million miles from Earth. It shows Earth on the left and the Moon on the right, which can be seen disappearing into darkness as it passes through Earth's shadow. The Lucy spacecraft is on its way to study Jupiter's Trojan asteroids. Dust on the solar panels of our InSight Mars lander is causing the spacecraft to gradually lose power. As a result, the InSight team anticipates that the lander will become inoperative by the end of this year. InSight, which arrived at Mars in November 2018, has so far detected more than 1,300 Mars quakes and collected information to help improve our understanding of the interiors of rocky planets, including Earth. NASA's Cold Atom Lab, the first ever quantum physics facility aboard the International Space Station, has been used to shape atoms of gas cooled to nearly absolute zero, or about minus 459 degrees Fahrenheit, into extremely thin hollow spheres. This is similar to how liquids behave in microgravity and can't be duplicated on Earth. The accomplishment could lead to new kinds of experiments with a state of matter distinctly different from gases, liquids, solids, and plasmas called a Bose-Einstein condensate, or BEC. In a BEC, scientists can observe the quantum properties of atoms at a scale visible to the naked eye. Our research mission to enable supersonic air travel over land has been renamed QUEST. The name, which includes an extra S to represent supersonic, replaces the mission's original name, the Low Boom Flight Demonstration. Through QUEST, NASA plans to demonstrate that the X-59 research aircraft can fly faster than sound without generating the loud sonic booms supersonic aircraft typically produce. That's what's up this week at NASA. For more on these and other stories, follow us on the web at nasa.gov/twan.
Get my microphone turned on so you can hear me. Yeah, that's right, that's right. All right, so we're glad that you're here. You picked up what's going on this week in NASA. And there's a lot of things going on right here in Kansas City. Yes. I did notice, so yesterday I happened to be out and saw a bunch of police cars and stuff right over off of 79th, 80th, and Truce. And on the news, I heard something about there was a shooting or something. They're looking for people. But there's been so much violence going on in this city, and not just to talk about Truce, but any area around, especially in the urban core, that we really need to get our hands on this and stuff. We've got to find a way to get people's minds onto doing something positive and not to doing the negative things that are going on. So hopefully we can put the guns down. We can settle beefs in a different way, because it's just we can't keep going around shooting each other. That just is destroying neighborhoods, communities, and it will grow and grow. So we need to stop that, or see if there's a way that we can stop that as soon as possible. I tell you, it's just getting out of hand here. But no, I was talking to a young lady today, just a few minutes ago, that's involved in drones commercially. She uses a drone in her business and stuff. And I saw also that last week at the YMCA, they had drone racing going on. These are some programs that we're looking at incorporating into the Black Family Technology Awareness Association STEM programs. We actually do robotics now. We do Lego and Vex robotics. But we're looking at how do we rebound, coming back off of the 3 years of COVID, getting ready to come back into full force and do even more. And one of the things we want to do, we've got the Spiro robots that we're going to be working with some of the younger children on as far as doing some programming and stuff. But we also want to work with some of the older kids in building not just robots, but some drones, some actual flying drones that they can enter into competitions. So I was talking with a lady that is part of some networks here in Kansas City of people that are using drones, and hopefully that we get involved. We want to have a rollout of all the programs and products and projects that we're going to start in September. The W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center is scheduled to reopen September the 12th, but we're also wanting to get things ready by August for the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, because we are now the technology provider for the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center. So we've formed a partnership with W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center to provide some of the technology courses and programs that are needed. And I'm reaching out right now to those of you that are in the community that would like to be a part of that. I'm going to be meeting with my robot and some of the other people involved in Black Family Technology Awareness Association, and we'll set up some Zoom calls to get you in. So if you have a project that you would like to work with, or if you'd like to work with us to help us with our robotics, our Lego, our Vex, in drones, those type of products, coding, any of that, with Khan Academy, if you've got some knowledge in that, if you're working with an organization that's involved in doing those type of things, we want to get in touch with you. We want to hear from you, and we will invite you to our Zoom meeting that we will start talking about how we will be bringing more programs, more projects in to the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. So, because this is not just a group of one group of people and stuff, as it was started as the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, this was founded with people from the BDPA, which is the Black Data Processing Associates, the NSBE Group, the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center, some community network, African American employees of AT&T, the Sprint Diamonds. So a lot of groups come together to form BFTAA. So it's not anybody excluded. If you're about working with technology and projects in the African American community and underserved communities throughout this area, then you could be a part of the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. So our goal is to reach out and to recruit and to get people so that we can have projects, products, and programs that will be working throughout the city, not just at the W.E.B. Du Bois Learning Center, but throughout the city. So that's one of the things that is coming up. If you would like to be involved, please get in touch with us at either at KUAW Radio here, which is a part of the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, or at the Black Family Technology Awareness Association itself. Our webpage is www.bftaa.org. So you can get in touch with us there. You can also reach us on Facebook and on Twitter and on Instagram. Look for Black Family Technology Awareness Association, or BFTAA. Put a message on there. Let us know that you want to be contacted to work with a project or products that we have. We got a youth technology fair that we haven't had in, I think, going on 3 years. So we want to bring the Youth Technology Fair back in February of this year. So if you'd like to be involved in working with the Youth Technology Fair, we would love to have your input and your participation in that. We need ideas. We need people that are wanting to get involved and just have a passion for it. You don't have to be a scientist. You can bring whatever talents you have, and we can use them at the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. So we're going to be doing some things. I'm going to show you another bit from NASA, which is Space to Ground. I think I've got that. Let me see if I can pull that up for you, and I'll come back in just a minute. Let's see, where's that? Just a minute. Hang on there. We were pulling all this stuff up. Here we go. All right, Space to Ground.
Welcome to Space to Ground. I'm Shaniqua Vereen. This week, Boeing's second orbital test flight launched to the space station. Astronauts on board demonstrated deep space health, and you can hear from the man with the single longest space flight by an American.
And liftoff. Starliner is headed back to space.
On Thursday, May 19th, Boeing's Orbital Flight Test 2 lifted off from Space Launch Complex 41 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida on a United Launch Alliance Atlas V rocket. The Starliner spacecraft is currently en route to dock with the International Space Station on Friday night, May 20th. It will return to Earth in late May with a parachute-assisted desert landing in the western United States. You can follow the flight on NASA TV, nasa.gov, and the NASA app. So, what do astronauts do when they have no doctors around? This week, the crew conducted the R-Health demonstration test using a modified commercial off-the-shelf device to diagnose certain medical conditions. The device uses flow cytometry, a method using lasers to sort and identify cells, and can analyze cell count and cell characteristics, detect microorganisms, biomarkers, and proteins, and diagnose health disorders such as blood cancers. The demonstration verifies that the hardware can function in the space environment and evaluates its accuracy. Monitoring crew health on deep space exploration missions presents unique challenges, including limited space for medical devices and the inability to return samples to Earth for analysis. This technology also could provide timely, cost-effective, reliable, and convenient diagnostic tests for patients on Earth who lack access to robust healthcare infrastructure. And a name to remember, Mark Vande Hei. This week, NASA astronaut Mark Vande Hei is the special guest on Houston We Have a Podcast. He discusses his record-breaking one-year mission aboard the ISS and what it's like being home after a year in space. As always, you can catch the interview wherever you stream your podcasts. It will be available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and SoundCloud. That's Space to Ground for this week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
All right, yeah, that's Space to Ground. I hope you check us out. Every week we bring you different stories from Space to Ground and from the other NASA podcasts that are out there. If you get a chance, be sure and go and check that site out, the nasa.gov. There's a lot of good information that you can work with your kids on. Summer is coming. There are summer programs and summer projects that can be done online that are available and that you can work with your children or students or church group or whoever. They're absolutely free. Sometimes you have to buy a little bit of equipment at the stores around here, but you can be doing experiments. You can keep your kids sharp throughout this time when they're not going to school, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't be learning. You can learn in nature. You can go on nature walks. So don't sit back over the summer and just let the kids have time that's not used productively. If you can, get them involved in some programs. Get them involved in some summer camps where they can learn, where they can get involved in some things that may help them as school starts or may help them to decide the type of career that they want to go into. So I think kids benefit from being involved in things that they like to do. And sometimes you have to expose them to things that they find out that they like to do, because if you ask them, they may say, well, I don't want to do anything, or I don't know anything. But if they get involved, if you send them, if you enroll them and get involved, you may find that they end up liking something out there. Kids will say they don't like something that they haven't even tried. And that's my point, is that they should at least try. So if you have them to try something, then if they don't like it after giving it a good try, that's okay, because everything isn't for everybody. But if you don't even try, then you never know. So this is your opportunity to work with your kids. Go to the nasa.gov site, get some STEM things. There's other STEM programs and summer camps that you can get young people involved to. I don't have a list of them now, and they'll be getting out of school soon. I may try and get a list up for you next week, but a lot of the kids will be gone and out of school by then, because a lot of schools are ending now. And we want to give a shout out to all the graduates, all the high school graduates and college graduates, as you get ready to move into your next phase of life, of study, of learning. Want to say hats off to you, because I know you've put in a lot of work. You've spent your time, and now it's time to move on to the next phase. So I hope that you are successful, that you have a good foundation, and that you go out and build upon that as we go forward. Now, the Black Family Technology Awareness Association would love to have you involved with us, and we would love to have you working to get more out of what's going on in the city, that we can get more things done. So that's I told you last week about the discounted program for internet that you can get, but I'll remind you of it again, that with the new Affordable Connectivity Program, an estimated 48 million households will be eligible for the benefit under the Affordable Connectivity Program, according to the Biden administration. The $1 trillion infrastructure package has $14.2 billion funding for the program. So find out if your family can get involved in that, where you can save money on internet access, that you can get into the internet, companies that are taking part in it. If you're in Hawaii, Hawaiian Telecom and Alta Fiber, Altus or Optimum and Suddenlink, Astound, AT&T, BreezeLine, Comcast, Cox Communications, Comporium, Frontier, Idea Tech, Jackson Energy Authority, Mediacom, MLG Spectrum, Charter Communications, Starry, Verizon, Vermont Telephone Company, and Vexus Fiber. All of those will help you give you the information that you need to apply for this program. So if your family is struggling, if you're within 200% of the poverty rate, 200%, so you can make over 2 times more than what the poverty rate is, and you can get into this program. Or if you're already in a program like federal housing or the SNAP program, the Housing Assistance Program, if you're a veteran, if you're getting Veterans Pension and Survivors Benefit, Pell Grant or Medicaid, your household can be considered for the whole group. Now, you won't get everybody in the house. It's one discount for the whole house. But you do need to see about getting into that because you can get more internet and at a lower rate. So as long as the program lasts, it's part of what was built for the infrastructure. Because as we know, the internet is no longer just something that you like as a luxury, but is more something that households need. You know, we need the internet access. And one of the things that we have been talking about here at the Black Family Technology Awareness Association for years is that you need to have broadband internet in your house, and you need to have connectivity with a computer, a laptop, a desktop. Your phone is good, but not enough. I mean, working with the small screens and what you've got, you can do a lot, but it would be better, especially for kids and for studying, for homework, is to have you a laptop, a tablet, something with a 10-inch screen or so. I mean, I'm an old guy, so with me, 24 inches is good. I like that real big screen myself. But you need to have something that gives them a good opportunity to really get immersed in the technology. And that's a way that you can do it, and the price is getting low. So with the help of the Biden administration and the infrastructure bill that was passed earlier. So that's one thing that you want to look at. The other thing that you want to look at is being careful and trying to stay secure while you're online. Online is a place of a lot of learning, but it's also a place that you have to be careful. There are people, shady characters everywhere in life. You know, walking up and down the street, also on the internet. So everybody you meet on the internet is just like everybody you meet on the street. You can say hi and stuff to, but you may not want to get into business with everybody. And some may have ulterior motives. So you have to be careful, and you have to teach your children to be careful when they're on the internet. That's a thing that we should all be more cognizant of, so that we don't get caught off guard, that we don't click on links that let malware into not just our homes, but our businesses, our workplaces and stuff. We want to make sure that we try and stay secure. And the internet, a lot of people, or all of us, want to trust and like it, but we have to be careful on there. Now, the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, as I said, we're looking for more volunteers. We're looking for more people to get involved with us, to look at our programs. If you would like to volunteer, go to our website, www.bftaa.org. In the middle of the page, you will actually see a button that says if you want to volunteer, sign up here. And you can sign up, give us your information, your contact information, and we'll get back with you about meetings, about things that the Black Family Technology Awareness Association is putting together to open more doors for people of color, for people in underserved communities. So if you want to be a part of that, go to our website, www.bftaa.org, and sign up as a volunteer. We've got some programs on there that you can sign up to volunteer for, but you may not know exactly what you want, and that's good. You don't have to know what you want to volunteer for, that we can help you with that decision, or we can let you know some of the other things that we have going on. So that's one of the things that we've got to do, one of the things that we want to be more involved with. All right, so one of the things that we're looking at, too, is with the Black Family Technology Awareness and our webpage, Facebook page. Our Facebook and YouTube page, we're looking for more subscribers, more followers. If you can go to KUAW-radio, like and follow this page, like and follow our Facebook page, like and follow our YouTube page, so that whenever we go live, you will get a notification to let you know that, hey, we've got something new on there. We're wanting to get more followers, more on all of our platforms. We also broadcast 24 hours a day on the internet with our internet radio, which is KUAW, Knowledge, Understanding, and Wisdom. You can pick it up on the Get Me Radio app, on the TuneIn app, on My Radio Tuner, on the online radio bot, on Roku, on Apple TV. All of those audio platforms have this show. You can hear this show right now. You don't get the video, but you actually can hear what we're talking about. And then you can hear some of the music that we play, old school music and talk shows, different news outlets, Making Contact, Warren Ballantine, a lot of that this outlet can help us to do. And if you're in the city and you have a show, or you have an information channel, or you have some contacts with a podcast that you like, and you would like to see it brought to KUAW Radio, drop us a line and let us know who they are. We'll make the contact. All we need is a phone number or email, and we'll reach out to them. If you've got a show, if you've got some friends that got a podcast and they want to reach a broader audience, have them contact us right here in KUAW. We've got some time slots available that we can do with audio broadcast or video broadcast. And that will help the whole network grow, so we can provide with the thousands of listeners that we have and followers that we have. And if we can get more content, then we can all grow together. So if you have a podcast, if you have a show, if you have an idea that you would like to get out on KUAW Radio, let us know. If you have if you are a musician, or you know musicians that want to get their music out on more platforms, on more internet radio, contact the KUAW Radio. You can give us a call at 816-599-6893. That's 816-599-6893. And we'll be glad to talk to you about send the music to us, preferably in an MP3 format, and also have the metadata on there so that it can be recorded by BMI, ASCAP, and them, and that it was played. So we need the album, the song artist, all of that type of stuff. As you make the music or send the music in, try and add the metadata, or send us music that has the metadata already included on it, so that you definitely get credit for it playing on this station. So any artist will listen to your music. We're not saying we're going to play everybody. There's some music that won't get played, but send it to us and we can check you out. We're mainly a smooth jazz station. We do some R&B, we do some old school, we do some blues. So if you fit into those categories, contact us, send us the MP3s. We'll be glad to give them a listen and maybe get you on the air. If you know some artists that would like to have an interview, we do artist interviews right here. You can do a video interview, or you can send us in a video of yourself, of what you're doing, or of your music and stuff. Now, don't play any songs, because we can't show the songs on the videos. YouTube and Facebook, they get a little picky when it comes to that. But we would love to hear from you. So that's one of the things that we're doing. We hope that you will contact KUAW Radio. We also hope that you will contact and become a part of the Black Family Technology Awareness Association. You can reach us and join us on any day. That's all I've got for you today. Usually I have some more technology information, but we were doing some other stuff around the building, so I didn't get that set up. But be sure and contact the Black Family Technology Awareness Association, BFTAA at sbcglobal.net, KUAW985@gmail.com. And let us know what you think about our show. Let us know what you think about what we're doing here on the radio and how we can improve what you'd like to hear more of. We'll be glad to work with you. So thank you for listening today. Be sure and join us every Monday right here at 5 o'clock for the BFTAA and More show. Be sure and stay tuned for Truth Be Told, which is going to be coming up in just a few minutes at 6 o'clock with T-Bay. No, not today. This is Monday. I'm getting my days mixed up. So no, just stay tuned to all the other broadcasts that we will be airing today since it's Monday. The other shows will be on tomorrow. So thank you for listening. I appreciate you. I will be in touch, and we will want you to keep listening to KUAW Radio. Have a great day.